Welcome to this week's edition of the Bronco Weekly Sports Wrap. I'm Nici Gilday.
And I'm Denzel Johnson. Nici, 5 Bronco teams finished out their regular season last week. One Bronco took to the links as part of an NCAA Championship, and one Bronco team earned its way to the postseason.
That's right, Denzel. Men's rowing has continued their stellar 50th anniversary season at the Western Sprints, where they qualified for the IRA Championship Regatta. It marks the first time in program history that a men's Varsity 8 has qualified for nationals. We begin this week's episode with the Bronco oarsmen. The Varsity 8 boat finished in second place with a time of 6 minutes, 20.5 seconds in the 2,000-meter race at Lake Natoma. The Broncos finished just 1 second behind Oklahoma City University in a 5-boat field that was separated by less than 7 seconds. EYEBRONCO spoke with Michael Brewer, who rode in the stroke seat, about the team's performance.
It was more, I think, just the realization that we can do it and we trust in each other. With rowing, it's the faster boats are the boats that row well together. There's no one person that stands out. It's been a very interesting season because we're a very young team. We came in with a big recruiting class and we didn't really know what to expect. It was more just having fun with it, see what we can do. It turns out that we had a bunch of guys that gel really well together and row really well together, so we've been pretty successful. This is the first time Santa Clara has sent a Varsity 8 to nationals, so I mean, just being able to be a part of that it's a great honor. It's awesome. We met a bunch of the team of 65, a bunch of those guys at the banquet a couple weeks ago, and they were all pumped. They were so jazzed. We were having a good season, so it's just a big honor.
The Championship Regatta will be held May 29th through the 31st at Mercer Lake in West Windsor, New Jersey. Congratulations to the team and best of luck on the East Coast.
The women's rowing team also closed out its regular season at Lake Natoma for the WCC Championships. Junior Molly Walker and sophomore Brittany Peters were named to the all-conference team for their performances.
Men's golfer Hayden Shea competed at the Farms Golf Club in San Diego as part of the NCAA Championships last week. The WCC Freshman of the Year shot a 2 over 74 in the opening round and finished with a 3-day total of 229.
Baseball went 2-2 to complete its season last week. The Broncos won 2-1 over San Jose State on Tuesday, then walked off to beat BYU 8-7 on Friday at Shaw Stadium. The team won 10 of its last 14 games, 8 of its last 11 conference games. It recorded an overall winning streak of 7 games and a conference winning streak of 5 games, both of which are the longest under head coach Dan O'Brien.
Track finished up its regular season at the Portland Twilight Meet on Sunday. A total of 12 Broncos raced in the competition. We'll keep our fingers crossed as we await to see if the Broncos make it to the NCAA Regionals.
And that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Bronco Weekly Sports Wrap. And before we go, we'd like to send a special thanks to Michelle Young, who's the Director of Media Relations and will be leaving us shortly. She was one of the founders of EYEBRONCO back in January of 2009.
We wish Michelle the best of luck as she has taken a new position as the Communications Manager and Public Information Officer for the City of San Jose. We're going to miss you, Michelle.
Take a look at the last 7 days of EYEBRONCO coverage. Go Broncos. As well as the... They did something.
You got the first.
Women's rowing did something. I'll tell you about it. It says go Broncos though. So that's that one. That okay.
Who do you think your biggest competition will be?
In the golf tournament?
In the golf tournament.
Myself. And I mean that in a negative way. If I hopefully I don't fight myself too hard out there and make it around without slowing the whole thing down.
What I want you to understand is you can accomplish hitting a baseball, so let's go try. Right? Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Hey! One more of those.
You know, I try not to worry about anyone. You know, I just focus in on my game. And the most important thing for me today is to try to really guide my team around this course. This is my home course.
Sweeps LMU and something.
That was good.
Dang it.
included a 5-run ninth inning as part of an 8-6 win. All right. So many numbers.
You're a pretty competitive guy, you know, just a little bit. Do you think anyone is going to match your competitiveness today?
I don't know. You know, you got Steve Nash, you got all those guys, you know, running a lot, Dwight Clark. You know, Dwight is like one of those guys. He can be inconsistent, but you know that he's competitive and he wants to win.